telling him that. He's the one who...
I was going to say.
All right, guys, we're live. We have a very special guest to start off the podcast. We have Jason here with us. Any words you'd like to say, Jason? He's a man of few words. I don't know.
Yeah.
With that.
No, that
John,
works.
You could have seen that coming.
Welcome, everyone, to the Haunting You podcast. We are live from the show floor at Midsummer Scream. We are going to have so much fun today talking with just random people who are wandering by. We have a ton of vendors who are coming to talk about what they have been doing throughout the expo as well. And Jason is here. I'm getting a little nervous.
Started.
He's just kind of staring at me. Is he still?
How do you feel about this being your final podcast episode?
This might be my final podcast episode. If that happens, I need you guys to come down here and pack up the booth.
Give me your credit card number.
That seems like work.
Yeah, John, this is on you. I'm looking at you, John. You're packing up the booth if anything happens.
What happens if we don't pack up the booth?
It gets absconded with.
They'll find us if we don't pack up the booth, but I'll be dead, so I won't have to pay it.
I was going to say, you won't care. It's fine.
I'm getting nothing. We need to have some back and forth here in order to, entertain the audience.
It's always nice when our, head honcho gets stabbed live on Facebook.
I was going to say, I mean, a murder on Facebook Live is always welcome. I am a little concerned that the video has not flashed back to him, so I'm a little bit worried.
You were worried about things being awful on Facebook, and I told you it doesn't really matter. Facebook doesn't care.
You never know what's going to happen on the Haunting You podcast. That was honestly kind of fun.
Live murder, kind of.
Holy crap, guys! How you doing?
We are live, shockingly enough.
So actually, that's a valid point. So we do have to.
John just died.
John just died. We lost John. What just happened? See, I'm telling you, anything can happen on the live show. Yeah, we lost John completely. I assume he'll be back at some point.
As soon as he finds which button to push. So Kay's been killed. We lost John. It's been a good start for
a good start. It is a solid start to the podcast. I get murdered by Jason. We lose John completely. He probably got murdered by someone as well. Les, you better watch your back.
Well, the puppy just walked in, but most likely she's just going to jump on me and growl.
Minor nibbling, perhaps.
And fantastic.
I do.
You're back, John.
Somewhere for her.
Indeed.
Oh my gosh, this is the chaos is just I'm loving it. I'm loving it. How has your weekend been?
I have a son who's very cranky, so it's a good time. He's very loud.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
If anybody at the convention wants him, I mean, I will definitely make you a good price, a Haunting You discount.
Oh, that's solid. I'll put up a sign so that everybody can see that you're selling your son.
Just enter the code. Just enter the code. Take him, please take him.
Does he have any useful skills I can market?
He's a good screamer.
He is a good screamer.
We took him to the Littleton Museum the other day with all the farm animals. He can communicate with the sheep very well.
He finds good sticks.
That's very true. So what I'm hearing is he has a lot of potential for voice actor work.
Communication skills, yes, absolutely. Communication skills are
exactly.
And success in finding materials to use in your haunt.
This is true.
Does he appropriate them in the way that his father does?
That way that his father recommends.
Yes. Oh yeah. There's no asking permission of any kind. There's just pure theft.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, guys, if you are just joining us on the live show, welcome to the Haunting You podcast. We are live from the show floor at Midsummer Scream. I have already been murdered. John has randomly dropped off the call. We don't know what kind of chaos is going to happen here, but I'm so glad you're tuning in to watch it with us. If you look behind me, you can see a smoky stage already filling up. That is the show floor stage. We are booth 698. So if you are down here at Midsummer Scream, come talk to us. We'll put you on the podcast and you can say whatever you want because it's a live show and I have no ability to edit it. Oh, that's gonna cause problems.
I'm not
You're
yes,
gonna
I'm
regret
not sure
that.
that's the way you want to go that way.
You're gonna regret that.
I might regret that. Well, I have here with me a very special guest. Does anybody recognize this from Fear Expo? Because he was wandering around. He came on our live show at Fear Expo as well. And it only seemed fitting to have him here. This is, of course, Mortimer Ghost, created by VFX, my absolute favorite haunted attraction prop company. You
Now
see,
say the thing that you really are excited about, the fact that you get to take it home.
Mhm.
you guys see his hat?
Yes. Well, I mean, not very, very well, but I know what his hat is because I've seen him.
Yeah,
up.
You're right.
It's an In-N-Out hat, which is just very apropos given that we are, of course, in Southern California. I tried In-N-Out the other day.
Yes. Was that the first time?
It was my second time. I had tried it once
Okay.
before. And I decided to give it another try, and I let my kids try it as well because it was their first time. You know, we just moved to, we just finally finished our move to California. We are settled just south of San Francisco. Most of the unpacking is done. I had to buy a shed to fit all my Halloween stuff in. We're making it work. So I take them to In-N-Out because they've never had it before. And, you know, the hype about In-N-Out is insane, right?
Of course.
Absolutely insane. But I'm going to be perfectly honest, and I see some Californians eyeballing me as I'm saying this.
I was going to say, be careful.
I was not that impressed.
You're going to be murdered for real now.
They're telling me I have to get a double because otherwise it's just not as good. The burger was a solid burger. You know, it was a good burger. But the fries were...
Be careful.
The fries were not very good. They were like... I have a very strict hierarchy in my fast food fries. I think McDonald's probably has the best.
Yeah.
Wendy's is right there next to it. They're both good. They're both really good for different reasons, but they're neck and neck there.
Well, yeah.
Then we've got
Wendy's, you have to dip in the Frosty.
Yeah, and you can dip it in a Frosty, and that puts it over the top. But then you've got like the... with a little bit, probably Chick-fil-A and the waffle fry. I like the waffle fry. And then like the really thin ones fall below that. But like I would eat any of those before I would go back to In-N-Out. That's right. I said it.
Again, you're going to be murdered for the second time in like 10 minutes.
That is a possibility. But I had to just show off Mortimer Ghost. Doug Schaefer from VFX was here walking around with Mortimer, but they were not able to get a booth. They didn't want to get a booth. It was a bit of a haul for them, but they brought Mortimer and were trying to sell him. And I could not leave without bringing Mortimer home with me. So he's mine now.
Now, are you putting that like in the boys' shower or
I think they don't like him. Like they don't like my Sally puppet from VFX. She scares the crap out of them. But I think they're gonna like him. He is a fun, family-friendly ghost, as opposed to like the zombie who wants to eat their brains.
I mean, smile's pretty good.
Right?
He does have a winning smile, for sure.
He does have a winning smile. And what I love about this prop is he is the first one that they have that actually has a movable jaw. So as you're puppeteering, you can make him talk the way you would with a regular puppet. I can't do that with Sally, and I find that very exciting.
Okay, that's a pretty cool feature. I'll buy that.
I'm super excited about Mortimer, and he is hanging out here with me at the booth for the rest of the day. So if you'd like a picture with Mortimer, several people have wanted to take pictures with Mortimer. Come down to booth 698, come chat with me, and you can take a picture with Mortimer as well. But I am going to scoot him out of the way real quick because we need this microphone for all of our guests who are going to be coming by. So you guys talk amongst yourselves while I do some reorganizing here on stage.
Darn it, I kind of wanted to just sit there and watch him reorganize.
Well, I mean, we certainly can.
I suppose it doesn't make for the best live content, though.
I mean, we've got audio as well as video this time around, which does assist our case in the way that our usual audio commentary does not.
That is a true statement.
Ah!
Gesundheit?
I had moved you away. I didn't see it.
Fair enough. Can you guys hear the music playing behind me?
Ish.
I can hear that there is music.
Yeah, that's good enough. It's been an interesting eclectic mix of revamps of some popular songs, some of them made in a little more creepy way. This is Zombie by the Cranberries. but with like a pop beat, and I'm not sure how I feel about it.
No.
Leslie's picture, or
No.
Leslie, yes, what you are doing right now is how I feel.
I wish I had screenshotted that picture. Ah.
No.
Oh my goodness.
No.
So on the show floor stage behind me, there are going to be a couple of performances while we are doing this live show. The first one up in about 5 minutes, Celine Serene, she calls herself the Queen of Halloween, will be performing a song. I have seen her several times because I'm right here next to the stage, and I get to see everything because I'm right here next to the stage. And I really enjoyed her performance. So when that happens, we will step back and just let our viewers watch what is happening. Hopefully you can hear it. She's a lot louder than the music that's currently playing, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I'm assuming they're also going to give her a mic, so she'll be, marginally more directional as well.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I would hope so. Leslie, how's our fourth co-host?
What was that?
She is currently taking a nap, but she's been chompy and excitable and running around all over the place because
At some point today, we have to get Layla on camera because she has just provided such valuable commentary on our previous podcast, but I don't think most of our listeners have ever seen her.
Nope. Well, and again, who doesn't love a puppy?
Who
She's
doesn't
adorable.
love it? Holy shit, here he is coming up
Oh.
behind me.
Oh dear.
Haha.
Okay, you
Is
have a
Doug
murderer
himself.
behind you.
Grab a microphone, Doug. Let's chat a little bit.
Oh wait, I get a microphone.
You,
Dangerous.
I know, I'm putting you in front of a microphone. Feel free to take it off if you need. There you go.
Wait, I could use the stand like Steven Tyler.
If you want, absolutely.
Oh, totally. Go for it.
So everybody, this is the incomparable Doug Schaefer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was Schaefer. I just want to make sure because I was gonna make a fool of myself. And it's a live show, so
I
it's
would've
likely to
left
happen.
you, Just keep making up names and keep going.
We'll
You
get
should
it
have a new
eventually.
last name every episode.
Slappenwacker. Doug Slappenwacker
Flippity doo dah.
from
Can you say that? I'm not sure if you can say that.
It's a live show. You can say anything on a live
That
show.
was a friend's screen printing company when I was a teenager. They
Slappenwacker?
put Slappenwacker on t-shirts.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Can I still get those?
I don't know.
I don't know
I haven't
either.
talked to him since high school. Somebody Google Schlappenwacker, SCHLAPPEN,
John.
like German looking.
John, you're on it.
And he's
I will not have that on my search history, sir.
Private. Well, you could just switch your browser to private. You'll be fine.
Somebody has it on eBay. so
Like I have the
Someone's gotta
technological
have it.
know-how to do that.
Exactly. So, Doug, tell us a little bit about what is happening at VFX right now.
we're making lots and lots of crap.
Lots and lots of crap.
We
We already showed off Mortimer. He was the
Okay.
very first thing that we did.
In and out version of Mortimer.
In and
for
out,
this
yeah,
show.
California Mortimer.
So I came out here just to take a little break because I know I'll be back doing full-time overtime and everything else once I get back. Finishing, I don't even know how many different puppets. I know there's tens of dozens of heads that I've painted already and hands and feet. I think I did like 98 to 100 sets of hands and feet for puppets.
Solid.
And our new Putrid Pete, I finished, I don't even know how many dozen. It's like I'm trying to overproduce, so in case anybody at the end of the season's like, oh, I didn't order yet.
That was my next question. Are you guys basically maxed out to make Halloween at this point,
We're not.
or to
So
make the
we're-
season?
We're telling people, one, our sound systems kept getting backed up because of supply chain issues, that type of thing, and then everyone else is in the same production mode or the same assembly house for their electronics. So some of that stuff ours gets pushed back because theirs gets pushed back, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Most
yeah.
everyone's been pretty understanding of that because it's just where we're at right now. You can't get the right flavored juice box right now because of stuff like that. So
And my kids are complaining about it.
So,
Aw.
but yeah, I have puppets stacked up floor to ceiling at the studio right now without a sound system that are ready to basically
Ready to
put
ship
all
as
the
soon as you
audio
get
in a
it.
box and stick the sound system in, ship it out.
Yeah.
And then like all the boxes, the lunging boxes, that type of thing. Most of them are the basic shell's been built. And then when I get back, I gotta, all right, cut, assemble, install, paint, all that stuff for all those. And then get back because I do all the painting. So I get back and paint the heads that he hasn't finished yet, type of thing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
No, I mean, we're just in super full production mode. We're not trying to tell anybody we can't take the order, but we're letting them know we're really in full on, we're high production and if you need it for your haunt starting in September, I'm not guaranteeing you it's going to get out in September.
Yeah. By the way, everyone, it is August 1st. Sorry, July 31st. So it's about to be August 1st. We are like 6 weeks away from the haunt season. Just, I mean,
July 31st as the anniversary of Dick Smith passing, famous makeup artist who did The Exorcist.
I'm very impressed that you know that off the top of your head.
Amadeus,
Right?
Lots of stuff. July
I thought he
31st.
did do Amadeus.
R.I.P. Dick Smith. What's that?
I forgot that he did Amadeus.
Yes, he did. Little Big Man. Can't remember all of them. He did a lot of stuff. And then
Yeah.
he was basically, Rick Baker was his protege. I don't know how this went into makeup. I said July 31st.
Hey, no arguments
There you
here.
go. Hey, you're just full of interesting information.
I do dumb trivia nights, so I'm full
Yeah.
of useless facts.
Yes.
We win trivia nights. My team is like, I'm usually the pop culture / music / horror guy, and there's never a horror category, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, sure.
It's tragic.
It is. I can't. There's get enough people, I guess, in like small towns to do horror trivia.
I don't know why.
Find a college bar.
That might
Find a
work.
college bar run by grad
Yes.
students, that where trivia is run by grad students.
Old guy in the corner just looking creepy. I know all the whole.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that is the kickoff of Celine Serene. So we are going to just step back for a moment, let her do her thing, and then we will be right back into it here on the show floor, right next to the stage at Midsummer Scream.
Show floor.
Go for it. I did Google that. Apparently, all I could find was types of ties for fly fishing.
Interesting.
I got nothing. Oh no, terrible things have happened. Okay.
Told you anything can happen on a live show.
Okay, one more time. Who's playing?
Laughing whacker.
That is Celine Serene, the goddess of Halloween.
All right, cool.
You're just gonna be saying funny yes words. I'm start going Spadoinkle.
I've seen it 3 times now.
I'm gonna Google that.
Plus all of their rehearsals.
Really? You don't remember Spadoinkle?
No, I have to Google it.
Okay, John doesn't remember Spadoinkle.
Leslie, your face is getting in the way. Nope, never mind. That took us to a place we didn't want to go. Never mind.
I just want to do a rap to this right now.
And you'll be just fine. Send shivers down your back now. You can feel it, but you don't know how. Half stops, the curve just a step back.
Maybe we need to do a recap of every time Kay's been murdered on camera.
That would be funny.
I like it because I think it'll be in double digits. Uh-oh. That can't be good.
I don't know if it would be quite that high.
I see a tiny little hand coming under the office door.
Dun dun dun.
Uh-oh, well, that's not good. Okay. Anyway. Hey, crap. I will be right back.
Okay.
That was Celine Serene, the eternal goddess of Halloween. It never gets old, no matter how many times I see it. Absolutely.
That was awesome.
Could you actually hear it?
Bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Had I known earlier
Except
that
for
they were
when I
going to
was
put us right
breathing
next to
into
the
the microphone.
stage. Yeah, I'm not surprised you were. Had I known we were going to be here next to the stage earlier, we could have done something. But you know, our whole
Your hole?
the whole reason
I don't think you should be talking about your hole. We're going back to Schlappenwagger.
coming to Midsummer Scream was very last minute. They notified us a week before that a booth space was available, and then asked for commitment like then.
I think I had about that much time, but I wasn't vending. So.
Yeah, you weren't bending, so it's a little bit easier for you. So back to VFX though.
I didn't even know I had a puppet until like Tuesday when I was leaving or Thursday when I was leaving.
Yeah, let's keep talking about VFX. So you guys are absolutely stacked. But if people want to find out more, if they want to try to get a last minute order in or something for preparing for next season, which is what I would recommend at this point, people.
Definitely taking orders for next season. Like the bungee heads, I cut off orders just because I do those start to finish.
Sure.
And so if I'm doing that, I can't be doing, $1,700 props for big stuff that people want.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, bungee heads are cut off. And probably by the end of this month, I'll probably figure out what I have extras of and even put more bungee heads out there, that type of thing.
Sure.
Yeah, we're just super busy. We did Fear Expo with you.
Yep.
And we had orders from that. We were still filling just because sound system backup again. And all those people were like, that's fine. We know you guys had all the backup issues, whatever, sound systems. So those are out. Transworld obviously was usually our biggest show of the year, which is great. It was surprisingly busy this year.
Yeah.
And I guess,
it looked like it was busy this year.
We're in our at least 10th year of doing the puppets and stuff now. So people know us. And I'm even walking around here and people are like, where's your booth? Where's your booth? Puppet with me. I'm like,
I was saying the same thing.
I was like, yeah, we didn't have time. It's like, if we're building stuff for people that already paid for it, I can't go out and take more orders. And,
Yep.
We're that company. Like the first year we blew up, 2013.
13. Yeah.
We were taking the last day of Transworld. I actually was off doing videography for a beauty pageant, and we were at the show on Sunday. And I come back. How do we do a Sunday? Well, we were busy. Well, how many orders we get? We were taking waiting list. I'm like, wait, what? Wait, why? Why are we doing waiting list? Well, I don't know how we're gonna get. I was part time, so we didn't know how he's gonna get stuff produced. If it's him full time, me part time, and maybe a couple of part timers. So he was actually being honest with people. He's like, I'm just gonna take a waiting list. I'm not gonna tell you I'm not promising you this. It's not. We're definitely not a company that takes your money thinking, if we don't get it done, screw them. It's no, we're stressed out. I'm here now, and I'm like.
This is
Hey,
me.
Midsummer Scream.
Right?
I got so much to build right now. Why did I do this? Why am I? All right, I'm gonna have fun. No, I'm stressed out. All right, I'll buy some stuff. And
There's a corner. Can I build stuff in a corner? Corner. Build stuff.
Retail therapy is a real thing.
I have my stuff on the side. I do tiki mugs and stuff on the side. And I released one while I was here.
Yeah, Toe Pitcher Tiki mug is just released. I think it looks pretty awesome.
Ottatikis.com.
There you go.
Where's it here? I got stickers. Who needs a sticker? We're gonna.
Not that anybody can see that.
I can
Hold it
walk
up to
up
the
to the
camera.
thing.
You could walk up to I have done that a
I'm
couple
just gonna
times.
sit here and put my hands in every pocket while you watch me.
I believe you.
Look for a sticker.
That's pretty much what he was doing yesterday as well, sticking his hands in every pocket as I
I
sat
have
here
the
watching
thing.
him.
I have the thing. Just let me find the
Burger
thing.
King. Hold my Burger King. Anyway, ottatikis.com. You can go buy my new tiki mug. But I literally finished them the week before after work. and I'm getting ready for this show, and I'm getting ready, you know, making stuff for VFX, and I'm like, all right, I'll get this to. Oh, and my house flooded on Tuesday.
Oh,
My
Missouri.
basement flooded, and
Missouri.
luckily we got it all dry. Yeah, we had 8 inches of rain in St. Louis overnight. So, and I live on a lake, so there was nowhere for the lake to go but into my house.
They do
Like,
that.
boo-hoo, Doug lives on a lake. Oh, feel sorry for him. No,
Yeah,
it
exactly.
wasn't fun.
Yeah, no.
I was a grown man crying at one point. But anyway, yeah, we actually lucked out enough that the rain, we were able to get it out, and it stopped raining, and the water subsided, and I got everything dried out and turned my kiln on that night and finished the mugs I said I was going to release on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then counted them all, got them all out, and like, all right, I'm sitting at my friend's house this morning or Saturday morning. His computer's not working. All right, I have to release a mug on my phone, signing into my website with really, small.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah.
You're making it work. It's
yeah,
chaos, but you're making it work. Sort
and I
of.
still just keep making more stuff, and everyone's like, when do you find time to do that? I'm like, what's sleep? What does sleep mean? No, I sleep a lot. It's weird. I don't know how I do sleep. I'm going to have a stroke at some point.
I know. I'll come to your funeral.
Somebody warned me, and I'm like, all
Aren't
right,
we
I'll
all?
start sleeping more. I'll come to my funeral. It'll be like this weird tiki toe pincher coffin, and we can join my conjoined severed head on the
I want
surface
that.
of it.
I need to see that. Doug, I know you can talk forever. I have to kick you out of here because I have other people who are coming to talk.
Where? Who are they?
Right there.
Oh, Spectral Illusions is coming in.
Yes. One of my
Okay.
favorite companies.
Okay.
Second to yours, of course.
My,
Theirs are more
my
affordable.
stuff's displayed at the booth. So
That is true. Theirs are a lot more affordable, though.
all right.
Well, thanks for stopping by,
fun.
Doug. Quick, where do people go find VFX? and-
VFXcreates.com,
and your tikis?
odditikis.com, or artguydesigns.com.
There you go. Thank you, Doug, for stopping by. It's
Thanks,
always a pleasure
Keoni.
to see you.
Haunting.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Slap and whacker.
What
Gotta
a way
give
to
one more
end it.
plug for that.
What a way to end it. Thank you, Doug. Well, as he mentioned, standing right off camera, I've got Carrie here from Spectral Illusions. She is probably our very first
Yay.
sponsor. So camera is right there
Oh,
up at the top of the
hello.
thing.
Very
Give
nice
away-
to see
Hi,
everybody here.
Gary.
Give away to everybody.
Hi, I guess I could do that too.
So on the line, we've got Leslie. And
Hi.
if John ever says anything, he'll pop up there as well. So you can see, finally
Hello
put faces.
to you both,
to
names.
guys,
Speak.
right?
Speak, John, speak.
I'm speaking. What? I'm speaking.
Good.
You're not
I'll try.
popping up though. It'll come eventually. We love, so I personally absolutely love Spectral Illusions. I have, I don't know, at least 7 of your illusions running in my haunt at any given time.
Fantastic. Always love
And-
to hear that.
From like a professional standpoint, we love Spectral Illusions as well because they were the very first company that signed up to sponsor the Haunting You podcast. So
Aw.
you guys have just a very special place in my heart for a number
Thank
of
you.
reasons. And it was so good to finally meet you here at Midsummer Scream.
For sure. I know. I mean, you guys have such a fantastic podcast.
Well,
and
thank
we're-
you.
We're,
Thank you.
glad to help you out a little bit. And, and it's great to meet you in person because, it makes a difference.
It
when you can
does.
put a
It
face
really
to
does. You guys released a couple of new products here at the show.
We
Can you talk?
did.
And I am like super excited about your new projectors.
Absolutely.
Talk about them a little bit.
So the first
John, drink.
two newest things we
Damn it.
have are we have our 2 new projections. They just came out a couple of days ago. So we've got our Peeping Tom. It's a skeleton that pops up. It was designed actually for Hayes Haunt's tombstone, but they have a monitor tombstone.
Yeah.
However, you can use it in any kind of situation, in your own tombstone, in a window, whatever. He comes up, he makes some, menacing. It looks a lot cooler than when I do it, but And then also we have our pirate's plunder. So it's a pirate skeleton up against a rock, and he comes to life with his bottle of rum, and his plunder appears behind him.
Ooh.
Nice.
And he talks about mostly his rum because he's a pirate.
Because he's,
You
of
know,
course, he's a
that's what he
pirate. What
does.
else would you talk
And
about?
then sadly passes away again, and his plunder disappears. And then it comes back a few times in a few different things that he says. That one's actually really cool because you can project it onto a form. Everything happens within a very specific space. So you can cut it out of foam, cardboard, plywood, whatever. Add dimensionality if you want. If you don't, it looks great anyway.
Yes, absolutely.
So-
Just like the haunted tombstone,
Yes,
which is one of my
exactly,
favorites. I have
exactly.
a cut out of the tombstone
And
in my
Daisy,
graveyard.
too.
And Daisy, exactly.
Those are our the 3 main ones for that.
Funny you mentioned Daisy. I learned something yesterday. Carrie was actually the model for Daisy the Ghost Bride.
That is our
Really?
only live action video. I get pegged about once per show.
Someone recognizes
Someone
you.
recognized. Not yet this show, but you know,
Yeah.
there's been a lot of masking going on.
Sure,
So you
sure.
know, it's usually the mold that gives it away. But yeah, that is
Awesome.
that was in our first collection. We were planning on doing a lot more live action videos, but you know, there's something special about the CG
Sure.
that you can do a lot.
It gives you a
stuff.
lot of flexibility to do things that you couldn't do live
Exactly.
action, like
You know,
all of the skeletons,
I
like the
don't
ghosts.
float very well. It's not one of my great talents.
Yeah, you were talking yesterday about some custom work that Spectral does as
Yes.
well. You mentioned the Winchester Mystery House, doing a projection mapping of that.
Nice.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that as well.
So yeah, we do custom work for all sorts of things. 2019, before the world shut down, we were doing some projection mapping. We worked with another company that was doing the actual projection, but we created a lot of the content for the Winchester Mystery House facade outdoors. And then
Last, you need to come
year-
visit so we can go see that.
Yes, I
Yes.
know.
It's so cool. And then also in the tour, there's a room with a big fireplace, and we projection mapped the entire wall, created, you know, a painting and the windows that break and reform, and
Yes.
you know,
Oh my gosh,
swooping.
I'm so excited to see
You
it.
got to go see it. It's an
Damn
amazing,
it, there it is again.
it's such an amazing haunt to go through. It was actually my daughter's first walk through haunt at the age of 8.
That's
A
awesome.
little intense, but
Nice.
that's okay. So, you know, it was a little more than at least it didn't have jump scares.
Yeah.
So she was
Yeah.
a little more okay with it at the age of 8. I mean, certainly she didn't grow up in our house. It's not, you know.
I was gonna say anyone growing up in your house is probably kind of like my house, exposed to the scarier side of Halloween a little more than the average.
Yeah, she doesn't like the jump scares, and that was really what her biggest concern was jump scares. I mean, I think that's everybody's biggest issue with the haunt. So we did those two things for that. We've done, in fact, one of our most recent projects. We actually were part of a project to projection map the Hollywood sign.
Oh my gosh, that must have been amazing.
That was so cool.
When did you do that?
That was about a month ago.
When are they displaying it?
It already happened. It was for
I
the
missed
BET
it.
Awards.
Yeah.
But you can find it on TikTok and YouTube. We did some very specific parts of it that multiple people contributed. But that was a really cool project to be a part of.
Oh, I'm sure.
We've actually, one of our first custom projects was working on a dark ride in the UK.
Oh, cool.
We did all of the videos for the dark ride. They were converting it from like a storybook land to, they want it to be the scariest ride in the country.
Yeah.
So we did our best to help them out.
That's awesome.
So we helped them design the whole the ride and all that.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
So, you know, we kind of do a little bit of everything, for, you know, Mary Smith on the Corner to, you know, Pleasurewood Hills in the UK. And, you know, so there's custom stuff, there's stock stuff, and everywhere in between.
Yeah. And you were telling me yesterday, the entire Spectral Illusions team is your family.
Yes.
Like you, your
Nice.
husband, your daughter are doing all of it.
Yeah. I am a producer. I am the one that gives my opinions and says no a lot. I try not to say no a lot, but sometimes that's just kind of how it works.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's necessary.
Unfortunately, so, you know, sometimes your ambition is a little bigger than your ability,
Reality.
your budget. So my husband is the creative director. He is the creative genius behind the whole thing. He comes up with all of the ideas. I facilitate those. And my daughter, who is 11, is working a trade show with us for the very first time.
She was out there
Nice.
taking sales yesterday,
Yes.
and like
That's so cool.
That's why I'm able to leave the booth, because Rob is a creative genius, but he doesn't really like doing the sales stuff.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
everybody's favorite thing. He's not good at riffing and talking and that sort of thing. So Liz is getting she's getting a workout. She's learning all the good new stuff.
I love it. I absolutely
So-
love it.
That's
It's
great.
very exciting, and she's been my social media manager on this show.
I
So
need that. Yeah. See, my kids are still a little too young. In a couple of years, I think I can train them up and have a useful social
I
media.
was just gonna say, you're giving Case so many ideas for his children right now.
Well, I would use your son, but he's what, 2?
You could.
Almost.
I'll go get it. Do you want to use it? That's fine. I will send him your way.
I think he needs to know how to write
He
before
needs
we
to be-
can use him.
just use him as a front man.
We could use him as a front man. He's cute. He would bring in the box.
cuteness- Oh yeah. Right,
We'll
you
just
know,
put him with Layla.
Yeah, Layla's the
Perfect.
dog,
Oh,
co-host occasional.
Layla and a 2-year-old.
Layla, yeah,
I mean, that
Layla
sounds
and
perfect.
Ezra
Uh-huh.
will just absolutely
For sure.
transform our marketing.
For sure.
We'll even go with Layla's middle name,
What's
Ahsoka
that?
and Ezra.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there you go. There
Get
you
the
go.
Star Wars. I love it.
That would be amazing.
You're all a bunch of nerds, as I am.
I
too.
mean,
Like
you
to
can't
tell-
go
As
wrong
we
with
all are.
marketing. I mean,
As
babies
we
and
all
puppies for marketing. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. So, Carrie, give a shout out for where people can find you.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even get to the projectors.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got three. I know this is our our
There's so
newest thing.
much.
So we are licensing our effects to be preloaded onto these new projectors. They are put out by a company named AXA Technologies, super small tech company based in Irvine, California. They're fantastic. So there are these little Pico projectors. One of them is actually 3 inches cube. It's
Yeah, like-
tiny.
Literally, I hope you guys still hear me. Literally fits in the palm of my hand. Like it is just absolutely.
Wow.
You
phenomenal
can hide
little
it
projector.
anywhere.
And I was very
Oh,
impressed.
so cool.
Brightness of the projector. You know,
Yeah.
we're here on the show floor, and they've got a canopy over their booth, so it's a little bit darker than everywhere else. But even with all of that light pollution, still a very bright, a very crisp image.
You know, when they got in touch with me, they said we'd like to license your stuff. I'm like, okay, sounds great. Tell me about your projectors. They're like, it's 100 lumens. I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna do what I want to do. This is not gonna be the quality projector that we want our stuff on.
Yeah.
They're like, let me send you one. And they sent it to me, and I'm like, oh, well, okay.
I can't believe that's only 100
It's
lumens.
It's 100 lumens. They all have a speaker built in, and then but my favorite. Well, there's. They're all my favorites.
She
It's
gets
like
as
choosing my
excited as me.
children.
You see this?
So one of
Here we
them
go.
is actually-
Drink.
It's battery powered.
And
It'll
the-
run for 4 hours.
And this one is not much bigger. Like it's about this big squared.
It's tiny. It will fit. It's about palm length.
Right. Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
So it's also the 100 lumens. It's a 640. Both of those are a 640. So they're not super bright. They don't have a super high resolution, but for ghosts, it's
You
actually
don't want a
You
super
don't
high
want
resolution.
High res.
exactly
Mhm.
too
Yeah.
high res and too much light ends up with spill that spoils the illusion. Unless
Exactly.
you're doing like one of our backdrops or something far away that you need to be really big.
Exactly.
And then the newest one that is actually currently shipping, it has not even hit the warehouse yet, is the HP3. It's a 720 projector. It's 300 lumens. It's a little bigger.
About the size of a book.
Yeah. And it's got 6 effects on it, and it's $119.
Yeah. That
Preloaded.
that right there is unbelievable. I'm buying $120 projectors off Amazon that are not as good quality as this one and don't come preloaded with Spectral Illusions effects. Like
It's
I'm shifting
a
over
pretty
here
great-
now. Like
it's a pretty great
it's a
tip.
hell
Hey,
of a deal.
if you want to come sell in our booth, I'll take the extra help. Let me run away.
I'm selling right here for you.
Right? Absolutely.
John, shoot me a commission.
I will. For sure.
Oh, yeah, but yeah. And you didn't even mention on that second one you mentioned has Bluetooth as well.
Yes. So the
The
longer one.
longer one.
The little bitty one actually has a Bluetooth out to a speaker.
So yeah, so you could hook
So
up a Bluetooth
you can
speaker
hook
to
a
it.
Bluetooth speaker to it. The bigger one is actually it is a Bluetooth speaker on its own in the off season.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
The newest orange one and the battery powered one both
Tiki
have
just walked by.
have HDMI in and USB in. So you could plug a Fire Stick in it and watch. A friend of mine actually watches Netflix on the ceiling. He doesn't feel like sitting up in
Awesome.
bed, so he just lays back and
There's your-
I love
watches.
it. I love it.
It's actually kind of genius.
It really kind of is. So
Yeah.
it's,
Want to say something on our live podcast? Oh, she's running away. I tried.
not everybody's built.
What are you
Not
gonna do?
everybody's built for it. That's okay. I'm
For
gonna
sure.
get someone.
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
They're all
we
walking
will,
by.
for
We'll get 'em.
sure. For sure.
Oh, so did we talk? Do social media yet?
No, I've not done the social
Yeah.
media yet. So we are on Facebook and Instagram. We technically have a Twitter, but I'm not very good at Twitter. So
Me neither. I get it.
this is why I get, the 11-year-old to run. She doesn't know Twitter either. So that's why.
Yeah.
But so we are on Instagram and Facebook, Spectral Illusions. And our website is spectralillusions.com.
Perfect. If people are here listening at the expo, where can they find you?
Booth 545.
Booth 545, all for the rest of the day. We've got another 5.5 hours here at the expo. Go check out Spectral Illusions and see their brand new projectors. They are absolutely blowing me away. I love them.
Thank
I can't
you
wait.
so much. Thank you.
Carrie, thank you for
Bringing
joining us.
endorsement. Thank you so much,
It's been
Keoni.
such a
Thanks,
pleasure.
Carrie.
Pleasure to see
Thanks,
you in person.
Carrie.
Pleasure to meet you guys. Sorry, looking up there. It's been wonderful. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Hope you enjoy the rest of the
I
expo.
will. You too.
All right. I do not see our next guest, so we're going to do a little bit of vamping until they get here, but that's okay.
Lovely.
Kay, you're so fangirling right there.
I mean, what do you expect of me?
I'm just saying. I'm really pointing it out.
I mean,
Just pointing it out.
you guys know how excited I get. And when I am
Drink.
surrounded by like-minded people, it just gets that much worse.
Also,
Yes, we
Leslie,
know.
I need a ruling. He said that he didn't say I'm so excited. He said excited and then did a fist pump. Is that
so excited.
Drink.
damn it?
I just settled it for you. Yes, we have our next guest.
I
Come
think we're
and
at
join
like
us.
6.
It's
It's
a
a
good
good
thing you're
thing none
not
of
doing
this
this
is
on film.
alcohol.
I know, right? We'd be pretty doomed if this was actually booze.
The only reason Kay is actually still able to talk is because my wife, against my wishes, my wife unjinxed him.
Which I greatly appreciate. We'll tell that story in a moment. But first,
So
I want to
frustrating.
bring up Hotwire Foam Factory to talk to you
Ooh.
all about the tools that they offer. If you are doing any kind of work in foam, and I have been doing a lot of work in foam lately, you need to check out this company because the stuff that they offer is exactly what you need to make your props. So, welcome to the Hunting You podcast. This microphone is for you. Please introduce yourself and tell us all about Hotwire Foam Factory.
All right. Hi, I'm Victoria. I'm from Hotwire Foam Factory.
A little bit closer if you don't mind. Make sure I can hear you.
Hello.
Hi,
So,
Victoria.
hi. I've been with the company 17 years now, and I do all the conventions. I'm also the operations manager. So I oversee the tool building and the different production, and it's a really fun thing to do. Keeps me busy. And I get to meet all you great folks at all these different wonderful conventions like Midsummer Scream.
Exactly. What I love about the tools that you have is it is literally using a hot wire to cut the foam. So you're not dealing with the mess that you would if you were trying to cut foam with a saw, which is what I do.
Foam
It's
explosion.
so much
Foam
cleaner,
explosion.
and you can get very intricate shapes without a lot of effort.
You use a saw?
I use a saw. I use a number of different saws, all different sizes and shapes, but it makes such a mess.
You need to come by the booth.
Can you hold that cat up? So my camera is right here at the top of the thing. If you wouldn't mind stepping back here, the camera is right at the top of that poster right there. Show that little cat. Yeah, perfect.
It's partially. done.
Whoa.
Nice.
But all done with Hotwire Foam Factory
Holy cow.
tools.
And this is a larger version covered in fur.
There you go. There's the larger version covered in fur.
Dang.
Nice.
Man, that is impressive.
So tell us a little bit about the kits that you have here at the show. I see you brought a couple of with you.
We did.
Same thing. If you wouldn't mind holding up one of those to show the picture on the front that shows some of the tools.
Hey, okay.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the tools and what they can do.
All right, so our first kit that she held up is our Pro 4-in-1 kit.
Make sure you're looking at the mic so they can hear you.
So our first kit's a Pro 4-in-1 kit. It comes with a sculpting tool, a freehand router, precision engraver, and a 3-inch hot knife. Comes with a adjustable heat power source.
Yep. Make a mess on my table. It's okay. Yep. 4 different tools, so you can make just about any shape you can imagine using one of these 4 tools.
Comes with extra free blades at the show.
You will not get that if you
Nice.
buy it online. Buy it here at the show.
And it's on sale at the show for $204.95 as well. You can do the
Nice.
cat, you can do tombstones, you can do engraving.
Yeah. Would you mind holding that up nice and close so they can see the texture? This
So
is
we did a wood grain on that one with our precision engraver. You
Ooh.
flip it over and see the raw foam.
just regular pink foam like you would find in
Nice.
any home store. That is basically the type of foam that I'm making most of my props out of.
And it was done with this tool, the precision engraver.
Nice. That's impressive. That's really cool.
It's beautiful, right? Like it's
Yeah.
absolutely convincing. So which kit was that again? That's the Pro kit.
That is our Pro 4-in-1 kit.
And the other one is the industrial hot knife kit.
This one is a big guy. So if you're doing large tombs, cemetery gates, castle walls, forts, fortresses, pirate ships.
All of that brickwork that I did. So if you check out our YouTube page and look at our crematorium, I used a knife very similar to this to do all of the brickwork. It is long and tedious if you try to do it any other way but a hot knife.
Comes with really large blades.
I want to see a pirate ship now. I want to see one done with that.
I want to
Be
make a
so
pirate
cool.
ship now.
I want to build a pirate ship.
Yeah.
I should have seen that coming.
Comes with shapeable blades that you can put into it to use it like a router or a sculptor.
Yeah,
to
so you
do
can
scooping,
make like ring shapes and scoop out foam.
moldings. You can put the blades in this, and you can do channels and moldings, all sorts of different shapes. It comes in really handy. It goes super fast. We had Davis Graveyard out of.
Yeah, Davis Graveyard
Love
has
Davis
some
Graveyard.
of the finest foam work I have seen anywhere.
They use this.
They use Hotwire Foam Factory
They do.
tools.
They use our coatings, our tools. They did a beautiful, beautiful build of a Paris tomb setup in
Yeah.
Hong Kong a few years ago.
Uh-huh.
That was auctioned off. May I do a little promo real quick?
Absolutely.
For
Yeah.
our Hotwire's very favorite charity, Magic Wheelchair, which is here at Midsummer Scream. Please go by their booth. Give them a donation. If you're an artist, contact them, do some builds. The kids really could use anyone's help anywhere in the country. You don't have to be in Oregon to help out.
Yep.
They
Yep.
have kids all over, and the locals team up and work remotely with Magic Wheelchair to do the builds. And we have helped sponsor many builds, and we love them.
They are amazing.
and
We got
love
to,
their artists.
yeah, we got to talk with Magic Wheelchair when we were at West Coast Hunters Convention.
Yep.
Mhm.
They make, they're a charity that does just really intricate costumes for children in wheelchairs. And I mean, just the most unbelievable things. I've seen like pod racers and TIE
it's
fighters. And,
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's whatever the kid wants. The kid says,
It's
"I
whatever
want
the
to
kid
be.
wants.
I want to be. You know, Tyrannosaurus Rex." They're gonna get
Mhm.
the best Tyrannosaurus Rex ever. Somebody
Oh, they-
It's
that
like
wants
straight
to
out of
be-
Jurassic Park. It's so cool.
It's the
they had
greatest
one
thing.
at West Coast where it was a raptor pulling the wheelchair and the wheelchair was set up like a cart. It was amazing. I freaking loved it.
You want to
Yeah,
be
they-
Moana. You know, they've done Moana and her
They've
boat.
done Moana, they did.
Ooh,
One of the
nice.
ones we sponsored for a girl in Northern California was Supergirl.
Yes. I love it.
Nice.
And Adam Savage did the reveal for Supergirl at Comic-Con that year.
That's cool.
Sweet. That's amazing.
The little girl was so thrilled.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure. Oh,
They
that's
just
awesome.
do such great work, and the people there doing the work, traveling the shows, Christine and Scotty, are amazing. They're my heroes. They go above and beyond.
Yeah,
No
absolutely.
matter what's going on with them personally, they are there for those kids and those builds.
Yep,
And
Yep.
Great group. I couldn't say enough nice things about Magic Wheelchair.
absolutely. What is this thing that you're holding?
So this next one is our compound bow cutter.
Ooh.
It goes 2 feet wide, as you see here, but has an expansion bar to bring it out to 4 feet wide.
Okay.
Ooh.
And expansion arms to make it up to 18 inches deep. We also sell extensions, so you could go a full 4 foot by 8 foot. I mean, 4
Wow.
foot by 4 foot.
Yeah. Cutting big blocks of foam with
Big blocks
this.
of foam, chopping down. You can hand hold it, do large sculpting.
Uh-huh.
And at the show, it's on sale.
What's the price point?
$239.95 on our
$239.
site. It's $269.95
Okay.
and comes with $40 worth of free blades at the show.
Wow. That's a heck of a deal.
Man.
Yeah, so you're saving like $80 at the show.
Seriously.
So real good deal. One of Davis Graveyard's favorite tools as well.
I bet.
This and the industrial knife kit, tombs. We've watched them grow from their little tombstones to the big magnificent builds that they've done on YouTube.
They have a cathedral that is at least 3 stories tall on its spire. It is just absolutely magnificent. If you haven't seen it, go check them out at davisgraveyard.com. Just absolutely phenomenal,
They
unbelievable
did
foam
use
work.
this with templates to cut it
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
Those guys are amazing.
they are phenomenal.
And they've also helped the Oregon School of the Deaf,
Yeah,
which is sponsored by West
Coast Honors
Honors
Convention. That's right.
and Magic Wheelchair.
Yeah,
So
There you
two
go.
great
See?
charities that Davis and us have been involved with, and really want to put a little shout out for those guys because they can certainly use the help.
absolutely. Well, perfect. If for people who can't make it to the show though, and they want to find out more, where should they go look?
Hotwirefoamfactory.com.
Hotwirefoamfactory.com. You're looking for Hotwire foam tools. It's Hotwire Foam Factory. Go check them
And
out.
If they put in the notes, saw us at Midsummer Scream or saw Victoria on the Haunting Podcast, when I pull up their orders, I'll throw a little free something in their order for them.
Did you hear that?
Hey.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
There you
mention the
go.
Haunting mention this podcast when you order, and they will give you something free. I'm not gonna tell you what. It'll be a surprise.
Well, it
I
depends on
blades.
what they order. I'll
There
make
you go.
something that will go with what they order. So
Yeah.
if they order
There we
glue,
go.
get some wires. They order foam coat, might get some glue.
There you go.
You know,
There
it
you go.
depends.
Nice.
I'm not gonna send them wires with foam coat.
That makes sense.
It will be something that will go with what they're doing and what they're buying.
Love it. Absolutely
It'll
love
be
it.
useful.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Victoria, thank you so much for coming onto the podcast to talk about your tools. I am so excited, and I will definitely come see you before I leave today because I need to pick up
I'll make you a
kit.
deal.
that's what I like to hear. I'll
You
see you.
bet.
I will see you later.
All right. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank
We
you.
really enjoyed. I've been following your show for a while.
Oh,
And
thank you. I'd
Nice.
love to hear that.
Awesome.
like it. It's nice seeing
Thanks,
you.
Victoria.
Thanks, Victoria.
Thank you.
Leslie, he said it. Drink.
Take my kitty and
That,
go.
that's right.
Yeah, I'm drinking.
Oh my goodness. Like seriously, that is going to absolutely revolutionize the way that I have been building, and I am very excited for it.
Well, it's going to make it cleaner and less, foam everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Leslie,
next
he did
up-
it again.
What did you call me?
No,
You
you
said
did
so
it again.
ex-
You're so
you
excited.
said so
Again.
excited.
So yeah, there you go. So
think we're
next
at
up,
8.
I have a surprise for everyone. This is something a
Ooh.
little bit different than the types of vendors that we would normally bring on. And I walked by their booth several times and it caught my eye. I just had to go over and talk to them. And I'm not gonna say it, John. I'm not gonna say the word excited. Go drink. But what they do is so freaking cool. So introduce yourself, introduce your company, and tell us all about the formal wear straight jackets that you guys offer.
Ooh.
We are a sanatorium emporium. We do formal straight jackets.
Awesome.
It's exactly what it sounds like. We have regular jackets like you see here, right? Nice
Beautiful model.
cut jacket.
Wow.
But on the sides
Very
here,
cool.
we have these clips. And what they do is they unclip on both sides, of course. They unroll like that.
That's awesome.
And
I
then
can
clip
see it in
the back.
Leslie's face.
I'm already looking them up.
Leslie's thinking about a bulk order for her employees right now.
Oh, seriously.
And just like that, you're super contained. Your friends get a little rowdy at the party.
You're cut off. You're cut off, John. No more drinks. You're done. I just absolutely love the concept. What gave you guys the idea to do this?
Yeah, I'm super curious about that.
So we actually work at a haunted house called Reign of Terror. And we do like a cast and crew party at the end of the season that's formal wear. We're like, we can't go to a haunted house party in a regular
Basic
jacket.
formal wear.
Who wants to
Right.
do that? So this is what we came up with.
I freaking love it.
Nice.
What's the price point
That's
for
awesome.
the various things that you offer?
So So the across the board, the jackets and the dresses are $350, the white jackets and the dresses are $350, and the black dresses jackets are $400.
There you go. And do you do any custom work?
Yes, almost all of our work is custom. We do basically no like stock anything because we think it's really important that the jackets fit people properly. There's nothing more frustrating as a woman. Like there's nothing more frustrating than buying 2 pairs of shorts that are the exact same size from the exact same place
and don't fit at all.
One of them doesn't.
Yep.
Like why? So we hate that. We don't do it. We're size inclusive, so we don't use the small, medium, large size system. We do everything based on measurement so that it's sure to fit your body perfectly.
Yeah, and you are going to get something that is perfectly tailored to make you look the best that you can, not having to look like me every day, just winging it, going to Target.
Absolutely.
So if people want to find out more, where should they go?
Yeah, so our website is sanatoriumemporium.com.
That's sanatorium with an O. I tried to find it yesterday, got confused because it's not a sanitarium, it's a sanatorium.
Gotcha. Sanatorium Emporium.
That's right.
Yeah, we're online. We're on Instagram mostly. So yeah, you can contact us through the website or via Instagram or
And since I've got you here, and I have so I'm new to the California area,
Okay.
but everyone I'm talking to is talking about Reign of Terror. Can you talk a little bit about your haunt before you run off?
So it's not our haunt.
Sure. The haunt you work at.
Yeah, for sure. So it's the largest haunted attraction in Southern California, right? There are
30,000 square feet and about 130 rooms.
Ooh.
It's about 45
Holy
minutes
cow.
to walk through from start to finish.
Yeah, what I'm hearing is it's about closer to an hour for people who are terrified and
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely. One of the nice things though, it's one of the only haunts that stays up year round. They're not open year round, but it stays up, which means they get to get a lot more intricate with the sets.
Yeah,
because they don't have to be pulled down every year and put back
Sure.
in.
Yeah.
that's my dream of when I finally am able to open my own haunt, finding a location that I can stay and work on all year long.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Where is Reign of Terror located?
It's in the Jan's Marketplace in Thousand Oaks, California.
And what is the ticket cost?
I want to say they're $35 for regular admission or $50 for immediate access.
Ooh, extra $20 to get in immediately. That sounds very appealing. When does your season start?
September 24th, Saturday, September 24th is the opening night. And then they go Fridays and Saturdays and some Sundays. And they're at rothauntedhouse.com for the schedule and tickets.
Perfect. rothauntedhouse.com for Reign of Terror. Apparently best haunted house in California and one I will definitely have to make a point to get to this upcoming season. Well, thank you guys for coming out and talking to us, showing off all of your really awesome products. I hope she unties you at some point.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, totally.
It's been an absolute pleasure talking with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This is great.
Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
People are just sneaking up on me left and right. Holy moly.
Well, yeah.
See,
Dude, behind you.
Not Jason again, is it?
No, not this time.
Okay, good. Even better than Jason, we have a extra special guest to come and talk to us real quick. Drew Badger from the Big Scary Show is here at Midsummer Scream and agreed to sit down with us. I got a microphone for you right here, sir. Feel free to take it off the stand if you prefer.
Yes, Big
I know
Scary
you
Show.
throw your way around a mic. Got puppies in the way.
Oh, poor puppies.
What kind?
Anything can happen on a live show.
You never know.
That's right. Drew, Badger, thank you so much for taking the time out to come and talk
Always
with us.
a pleasure to see you, sir.
Absolutely.
Glad. Welcome to sunny California. I
Thank
understand
you.
just moved here a couple of weeks ago.
I did. I have literally been in the area for 2 weeks, and here I am down in LA at Midsummer Scream.
Gotta love it, don't you?
It's
How
a
are
good
the
time.
fish tacos?
I don't know. Should I? Should I?
Yes.
Is that good?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
San Diego.
Better.
San Diego's got pretty darn good fish tacos.
So Badger is, of course, one of the hosts of the Big Scary Show, one of my favorite podcasts, and one that I have has helped keep me awake as I was driving down here to get to the show, 6.5 hours. Thank you for that, for not letting me crash. I greatly appreciate
Nice to
it.
know where you can cure your insomnia or not. Keep you awake.
Yeah, talk a little bit about Big Scary Show for those who are not familiar.
Where does this go? Well, the Big Scary Show for the past 10 years has been talking about professional haunted houses a lot of the Halloween industry, a little bit of horror, not a lot because there's so many other people that talk about the latest horror movies, the latest Walking Dead episode and all that stuff. Frankly, they do it better than us. But we talk about, everything from the smallest yard displays all the way up to the largest haunted houses in the world. We go to all the conventions that we can, the Trans Worlds, the Midwest Haunters Convention, West Coast Haunters Convention, East Coast Haunters Convention when it was a thing, Midsummer Scream, obviously, Scare LA before Midsummer Scream, all the Days of the Deads, the Horror Hound Cincinnati's, flashback weekends, whatever we can do and interview everybody we can.
If you want to know what's happening in the industry, Big Scary Show probably has their thumb on the pulse.
We try. We got a guy in Rhode Island, Ohio. Myself, I'm in Charlotte. We have a new correspondent with us that's in Fayetteville, Arkansas. So she covers a whole lot of that area. But we cover the country. We travel all over the U.S. doing whatever we can to make the Halloween industry better for you.
And I think they do a very good job of it.
Yeah,
and make
absolutely.
it entertaining at the same time.
100%.
What I like about your show is you have so many different segments that feature things that you don't get in a lot of other shows. So Midnight Syndicate has a ton of music that is shown through your show. I absolutely love.
Spoilers, they're going to be a guest on the show very soon.
How soon?
Tune in and find out.
This is a pro right here. You see that?
Right?
And if all
That's a
things
pro
work
move.
out, we will be covering their show, which, oh my, I don't know if we should mention this or not. They might be returning to Sandusky, Ohio at Cedar Point for yet another season of playing Midnight Syndicate live.
That's exciting.
The music is so appropriate
Nice.
when I said that.
That worked out beautifully.
Dun, dun,
I hope you
dun.
guys can hear it behind me. Right now, the Sweet Sorrow, a zombie ballet, is happening behind us on the show floor stage. But we're going to continue trucking ahead because I don't think you guys could hear it anyway.
No, but the zombie dancing in the back is pretty cool.
I was going to say, that's pretty entertaining, actually.
It's a nice background, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Badger, what do you guys have coming up in some of your upcoming episodes? Any sneak peeks you can offer?
Well, a brand new show just dropped yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
I'm using that DJ lingo now. And it's about a little bit about the Texas Haunters Convention. We sent our new correspondent, the Old Crone, down to the Texas Haunters Convention. He got a few interviews. We're talking with folks representing the Ohio Haunters Association and Louisville Halloween about how haunts can cross-promote and work together.
Yes.
There's nothing
Yes.
worse, and where I live, it's rampant. Haunt X sends an actor or two over to Haunt Y. They go through it, and then they leave a review. Haunt Y sucks. You better go to Haunt X instead. That kind of feuding, save it for the pro wrestling,
Yeah, that drives me crazy because the customer base for haunted attractions are probably not going to go to the same haunted attraction more than once in a season.
You would hope not. Or maybe you should.
Maybe, but the vast majority are not. But a person who likes haunted houses may want to go to multiple haunted houses in a season. So it just makes sense for haunts to be cross-promoting each other.
And you do not want to have a feud developing. That kind of stuff is just leave that in high school.
Absolutely.
Your haunt
Totally.
can benefit from all the other haunts in the area working together with you. A lot of the things that were discussed were Louisville Halloween used to have a hiring fair. All the haunted attractions would set up tables, invite the public to come in, and the
That's
public
awesome.
would go, oh, this one's an outdoor. I'm looking for an indoor. Here's an indoor haunt. Oh, but they don't. Oh, they have these ones. So, you can find the haunt that you like and maybe get a job there working for them.
Yeah.
Working together like that. A lot of people do coupons or cross promotion. Hey, come to Haunt X, get 10% off Haunt Y, or vice versa. And that just benefits the industry in general,
Yeah,
especially those
absolutely.
people who
Totally.
love to go to more than one haunted house during the course of the year.
It's growing
you know-
the customer base for everyone.
As haunters, we try to go to everything. And that's, difficult at best. I average about 30 to 40 a year, which is great.
That's impressive.
But there are people who do more than me.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, and sometimes we forget this, the vast majority of these people here may only go to one or two a year, and they don't really think about it until September when the leaves start changing on, well, not here, obviously, but leaves
But
start
everywhere
changing
else.
in other parts of the country. And people start thinking, oh, it's getting a little cool. Time to start thinking about haunted houses. So, if you work together and you say, well, don't just come to mine like you do every single year. Go to my buddy's house over here and my other buddy's house over here. All of you make money. All of you work together. Sometimes if you got a slow night or you're not working on a Sunday and this haunt is, send your actors over there. That would benefit them. They get more education and more experience in working in a different haunt, and it benefits everybody.
And the other Sean has a better show that night, just on a slower night.
Absolutely.
There's no downside at all.
There is no downside.
Not a single bit.
And yet people are so reluctant to do it. It drives me crazy.
Well, some people don't want to give up their secrets, but come on, if you've got a trans world, you know what they're going to have.
Everybody's working
How
from
many
the same
12-foot skeletons do you need to see, right? Well, the answer is more, of course. But, just because Haunt X has 5 12-foot skeletons doesn't mean that Haunt Y needs to have 6. But it doesn't matter to us. The only person that's really getting the big benefit out of this is a paying customer that plops down their $20, $30, $40 sometimes to see a good show. And that's what we're trying to do. That's what our show tries to do too. We try to make it worth the money and the time for these people to go out to these different attractions and see things, get their money's worth. The economy is what it is. Has been what it is for a long time. And let's face it, haunted houses are about as optional an entertainment industry as there is. Movies are year-round, football games are fall-centered. You're competing against all the new movies that come out for Halloween. You're competing against Friday night football, Saturday college football, Sunday pro football. Why should I spend all that money on tickets to go to a haunted house? Well, you got to get your money's worth.
That's right.
And you got to make it the best show. You've got to earn that dollar away from them, And that's one thing that we try to do with some of our segments, some of our guests, a lot of our topics.
Exactly. So some words of wisdom from Badger and the Big Scary Show.
I don't know how wisdom-wise they are. Hey, I've been working in haunted houses since 1977 at the tender age of so I've seen a lot. I can't say I know it all because I absolutely don't. Every time I go to a haunted house or work at a haunted house, I learn something. And that is an absolute fact. If you go find an actor at a haunt that says, I've seen it all. No, you haven't.
You haven't gotten out enough.
You just haven't gotten out. You may have seen all that happens at your haunt, but you have not seen that one, or you've not seen that one or that one. And they are amazing.
Awesome. What do you guys have coming up over the next few weeks? Are you going to be at any more shows?
I am going to be at CreepyCon in Knoxville, Tennessee at the end of August.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't know what Jim or Storm or Jonna has planned. I know Jonna's looking at going to one of the Comic Cons that are in the Northwest Arkansas area.
Okay.
We'll find out soon enough if she goes or not.
Yeah.
If we do, we'll announce it. We'll interview that.
Speaking of announcements, if people want to learn more about the Big Scary Show, where can they follow you?
I'm glad you asked that question. You can find everything about the Big Scary Show at what else? BigScaryShow.com.
Nice.
We are on Facebook. We are on Twitter at The Big Scary Show. We have an Instagram page. We don't post a lot to it because we're audio only. So who wants to look at a picture of a microphone? But shows like this, I've taken a few pictures. So we'll post a few as needed. And we don't do TikTok because we're all old people and TikToks belong on clocks.
I feel you.
And for those young people, clocks actually used to make a tick-tock sound as opposed to digital. Oh, by the way, this is a wristwatch. This is what people use before phones. But, when you get to be my age, you can say things like that.
Well, Badger, thank you so much for stopping by and chatting with us today. I'll definitely
Always a
swing by
pleasure,
the booth.
sir. And you have been on our show talking about podcasts.
I have. I really enjoyed that show.
And I just want to say thank you for all that you do. You have a great podcast. You have a great show. And I love the fact that you're doing live feeds out here like this.
I appreciate that.
And good luck in beautiful, sunny Southern California. And thank you for your service to our country.
Thank you so much, sir. It has been an absolute pleasure getting to know you over the last 6 months. And I look forward to continuing to work with the Big Scary Show as we keep going forward.
Send us news as you have it. And everybody else, send us news as you have it. If your haunt is hiring, if you're
100%.
You know, if you're changing your theme, if you're adding escape rooms or anything, send that to us. We put that up on our news segment. It costs you absolutely nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna have to start taking better advantage of that. John, looking at you, marketing man.
I'll write it down.
All right. Thanks, Badger.
All right, man.
We'll
Take
talk to you
care.
later.
All righty.
See if anybody else is sneaking up behind me. I think we have a few minutes before our next guest arrives.
Alrighty.
You haven't been murdered yet.
I'm getting a warning that my network bandwidth is low. You guys still seeing and hearing us okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No issues.
Doing good.
Fantastic.
You guys are gonna lose me in about 10 minutes or so because I really do need to start painting my closet.
Right. Yeah, we know. You mean you have work to do on this fine sunny, I don't know if it's sunny in Denver.
Yeah,
Sunday.
it's sunny today. Yeah, it's sunny today.
Well, let's take a moment and catch up with you guys. You know, we're talking all about the show right now, but what is happening back in Denver, guys?
It's been raining. And it's been
Yes.
I could use some of that. We are in a massive drought in Northern California.
You guys are just gonna kind of keep being in a massive drought, and I'm sorry for that.
Yeah.
Although I have to say, I'm very glad that we are not, because like we've gotten a ton of rain and it's been awesome.
Oh.
But more importantly, I do not have COVID anymore.
Yay!
Huzzah for that.
Wonderful.
And yeah, we're getting the house put together. So getting my closet put together is actually going to get us to the point where I can start doing more makeup tutorials. And one of the first ones that I'm going to do is the quick version and the long version of the porcelain doll.
I have lost track of the number of times you have promised that you were going to post that.
I know.
I am holding it to you now. I want to see that before October.
Yes, I think at this point I can manage that because I'm not moving.
Want to see it, especially since you gave us that beautiful sneak peek when we did the live show at Fear Expo. Ever since then, I have been just very excited to see the tutorial that you put together, and I think some of our listeners probably have as well.
Yeah, well, since I'm now not in the process of packing everything up and moving, and I can actually unpack all the makeup.
Did you guys just see that?
Makes it a little easier.
Yes, yes. He's walked by a couple of times. Yeah, they've walked by a couple of times. Yes, I've been quite intrigued by the costumers as they've walked by.
There have been some just absolutely fantastic costumes. My favorite so far has been Sam from Trick or Treat. You know, the little guy with the scarecrow head, and he tries to stab you with a lollipop with a bite taken out of it. I love Trick or Treat. It is my favorite Halloween movie. It's a cult classic that does not get a lot of press, but I absolutely freaking love it. It is like the most true to Halloween movie that I have found, and I think it's wonderful. But this kid had to have been like 5 years old, dressed up as Sam, and he was rocking it. I loved it.
Awesome. That's awesome.
I was gonna say that's definitely your jam right there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all you.
So John, what is happening in your life?
Not a lot. I'm just trying to keep that child alive. He has learned how to jump. Yeah, he jumps now. It's awful. From being honest, it's terrible.
It's going to get worse for a while because he's going to start climbing higher and higher and then jumping.
Oh yeah,
just not pay attention and run into tree branches.
Yeah, that's what my son did the other day. Stabbed himself in the bone just above the eye. He missed his eyeball by like half of a centimeter. He is the luckiest little boy I know. Holy shit.
Yes, but does he realize how lucky he is and how much?
No, and yeah, that's the thing. Like, he does not realize how lucky he is. He is still doing the exact same thing. And like, in his defense, he wasn't doing anything wrong. He was running off of the sidewalk, sure. But that branch was just at the perfect height to catch him right in the face.
Yeah,
and he just didn't see it.
This is why I wear sunglasses outside, so that way when I'm not paying attention to tree branches, they hit the sunglasses, not my face.
Yeah, the ridiculous part though, so he does that on Sunday. The next Thursday, or no, I guess it's the next Friday, he dives. So they're playing Duck, Duck, Goose at the summer camp, and he dives into his spot to keep his brother from stealing his spot. And when he does, he slides his leg across this old wooden floor. And I'm not even joking. He ended up with at least a 2-inch piece of wood embedded in his leg. We ended up having to take it. We didn't realize it was there. You know, they pulled out what they could. And the wound looked nice and clean. We didn't see anything there in it. It looked fine when we put him to bed. Next morning, it was less fine. It had swollen, turned purple. We're like, and we feel it, and we can feel something hard just under the skin. We're like, oh,
Sure.
that's not good. So we took him to the doctor. They ended up numbing the leg. And I thought it was the coolest thing. They actually gave him a VR helmet and gloves and let him play virtual reality while they were working on his leg. It kept
That's
him
pretty cool.
distracted. He had no idea what was going on. It was such a great method of keeping a child calm while performing minor surgery on his leg.
That's great because you
I
get
like that idea.
he's doing something, so he's not like
Mhm.
being
Looking
me,
out.
where I'm the kid that's like, oh, what are you doing? Can I help you? I want to pull on that
Yeah, exactly.
because that's what I would do.
That
I'm just
looks
like,
cool.
Either
Let me
that or he
help
would
with
break
that.
down in tears and, just be completely
Have a-
inconsolable.
and have the trauma of
Yeah.
I'm having things pulled out of my leg. Where
Exactly.
for me,
But
I'm just like, ooh, that's cool, and me getting in the way because I'm like, I want to see what they're doing.
I want to see this.
hey, you want to be on a podcast? Say hello. I'm gonna get one. Someone is gonna say hello.
Hello.
Hey, there we go.
Where are you from?
I'm from Norwalk.
Norwalk. And what brings you out to the expo today?
I love Halloween and scary stuff.
Have you found anything cool you're taking
Nice.
home with you?
Some stickers.
Stickers, solid.
Awesome.
A lot of stickers. Yeah.
What's the coolest thing you've seen at the expo so far?
Yes.
There was a pretty cool Deadpool guy over there. I like his costume. He's really awesome.
Yeah, some of the costumes that have gone by have just been absolutely phenomenal.
Come here every year. It's pretty cool. I like it.
That's
Nice.
awesome. Well, thanks for stopping by. Anyone else want to say something? No, they're running away.
Bye.
They saw you get murdered earlier. They don't want the same thing to happen to them.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness. Oh, what time is it? It is 1 o'clock.
Time for me to
What's the
bring
next
the
thing
puppy
happening on
on?
the stage?
It's time for me to
Yeah,
the
bring the
on.
puppy on.
Yes,
Why?
bring
We
the
haven't seen a
puppy on.
puppy yet.
She's
We are
up.
pro puppy here.
How's it?
Pro puppy podcast.
Come on, you gotta get over. You gotta get further over. Yeah, you just get the slight puppy nose.
Yeah.
Come here.
I saw her head. Sort of.
Up the puppy. Up the puppy. There's the puppy.
There's a good puppy.
Yeah.
This, of course, is Layla, our occasional co-host who provides the most valuable commentary of any of us, honestly.
100%.
If you have not heard Layla yet, you will hear her soon on one of the Haunting You podcasts.
She likes to add her own personal commentary and flair to the show.
And she's such a pretty girl.
She is such a pretty girl. Yes,
Hi, Layla.
yes, I need it back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to see if there's somebody else around that I can grab and just randomly make them talk.
That's very weedy of you.
You wanna come
grabbing
talk?
people off the street.
You want to come talk about your products?
All right, guys. I gotta start painting.
Yep, you go do your thing, Les, and
paint.
we'll probably go for
Go
another
paint.
half hour or so. We'll see what
Okay.
ends up happening.
All right, sounds good. Say bye,
Bye,
Got a
Les.
bye.
microphone
Bye,
right here
Layla.
for you, sir.
Bye, bye. Bye, bye.
So this is my next door neighbor here at Midsummer Scream in booth number 696 or 697. I don't know if they're even.
Ooh, 696, 696.
Something like that. They're right next to me. Come find the Haunting You
Next to the
podcast
stage.
and you will see them. But honestly, they are way more popular than I am. They have a lot more people coming through. Tell us a little bit about your products. I'm going to steal a couple while you're talking.
no
so
worries.
that
Well, we
they can
mostly
see.
make handmade ceramic planters, mainly baby heads with some custom orders and a few other things like cats, things that people love, and a few pop culture items that are sculpted up by me in a program called ZBrush, and they also come as planters as well. We make everything in our living room while we watch terrible, scary movies, and it's kind of living the dream. It's good stuff. All the plants are real, and our house is a mess, but it makes it really worth it.
And they're all succulents. So for Southern California in the midst of a drought, like we were talking
That's
about.
right. They're very eco-friendly, pretty hard to kill. But I always say that if you do end up killing the plant, then it makes a good pen holder anyway.
Or a cup of soup, depending how
cup
big
of
it
soup.
is.
Or you can just take one that's built as a bowl with no drainage hole and eat strawberry ice cream out of it. Horrify your friends. It's a good time for
Ooh.
everyone.
These are just absolutely wonderful. I sent a picture of them
Love
to my
it.
wife, and she was like, "Oh, you need to buy me some of those."
Yeah, they're good stuff.
Camera's right there. Hold it up.
That's a Bride of Frankenstein. She comes in 2 different types. You can check out our Etsy store.
And-
Spoke
Nice.
Gift Studios.
Say it again.
Bespoke Gift Studios.
Bespoke Gift Studios on Etsy if you want to find these. So they've got a ton of doll heads that are just a lot of fun, but I love the pop culture icons. They've got like the Idol from Indiana Jones and Mike Myers and Jason.
Yep.
You have any Freddy Krueger?
We don't have Freddy yet, but he's coming. But we have Leatherface, Chucky with the damage on his face from the later movies and without the damage from the earlier movies. Yeah, we get into it.
The egg sack from
Alien.
Yeah, the egg sack from Alien with a plant growing out of it is just so perfect.
Yeah, you put plants in it, they'll grow out. It'll look like a perfect Lovecraftian Geiger horror monster thing. It's great.
I absolutely love it. And you guys have just been awesome neighbors. I've enjoyed talking with you. You've watched my booth while I go do interviews and go run to the head. I've been able to watch yours as well. So it has been a pleasure getting to know you guys. And I'm so glad that you were here next to us.
Yeah, it's been great, man.
Want to be on a podcast?
You just shout
say something? Wait, a zombie come by.
That's legit.
What brings you out to the expo this weekend?
Vacation.
Oh, on vacation.
Very
Where'd you get the
nice.
drink?
Zombie.
I love it. What's in there?
Reasonable.
Zombie.
I don't know how well you guys can see it, but the makeup on this is just absolutely phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Just absolutely gorgeous. Camera is right up there. There we go.
Oh wow. That is pretty. That's
It
impressive.
goes to you all from the locals. No, I need that brain to keep talking. No.
Dang it! That was almost the second time you were murdered.
Oh, you're the makeup artist? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah.
Well, he sat in my chair and I transformed him into. Like, well, he sat in my chair and I transformed him into
Brains.
this. No, actually, he was on a cruise when the zombie outbreak happened.
That is definitely the easiest way to get a good zombie look.
I think there was
Sure.
something wrong with the food at the buffet. It just.
Brains.
We all been there.
Tell us a little bit. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background?
My name is Susie Hale. I'm a special effects makeup artist.
Where do you work?
I'm freelance all over the place.
Where are you working currently, if you can?
Well,
We talked about this. I need that.
I'm at the Boneyard Effects booth at the convention.
Brains.
Oh, perfect. If people want to come and see more of your work, where can they do that?
LastLooksBySusie.com. And I'm also on Instagram under Last Looks by Susie.
There you go. Last Looks by Susie. Absolutely phenomenal zombie effect that is roaming around the show floor at Midsummer Scream. And if you see it, go stop by her booth. And the booth number?
The Boneyard Effects booth.
The Boneyard Effects. I'm not sure what the booth number is, but over that way. I will direct you if you come by the Haunting You podcast booth. Thanks for stopping by.
No problem. Thanks for interviewing me.
Absolutely.
I did. Instagram.com, Last Looks by Susie. That's SUZI.
Nice.
Last Looks by Susie, SUZI. Go check her out and
Love
all
it.
of her awesome work. Thank you.
Have a great day.
This is a
Wow,
lot of fun.
that's-
I like just randomly grabbing people.
Again, you are the physical embodiment of a weenie from episode 10.
No, but I am the
Just
physical
grabbing
embodiment
people.
of a weenie. I am a giant weenie. That's right. It's on the recording. It was live. It's
Thank
not-
you.
it
I was going to
cannot
say,
be
you need to
edited.
cut that.
You
I'm
want
going
to
to need
say
that
something on the
cut
show?
for a drop.
Hello.
What brings you out to the expo?
Bill Mosby.
Bill Mosby brought you out.
Absolutely.
Did you get to meet him?
Yes.
Awesome. So your dreams have all been fulfilled.
Yes. I'm in Terrifier this year, so I'm living my best life.
That's amazing. Where are you from?
Long Beach.
So you didn't have to go very far.
No.
Very convenient. Are you part of the industry or just an enthusiast?
Enthusiast.
Love
Nice.
it. What is the coolest thing that you've seen here at the expo so far?
Bill Mosby.
Other than Bill Mosby.
This booth.
Why, thank you.
Wow. I love it.
Or have a piece of candy.
Last words.
Yeah, you too.
Listen.
Awesome. It has been very cool. There are a ton of celebrities here who are doing autographs and taking pictures with people. I got to meet Robert Gurr, who is an Imagineer at Disneyland. He specializes in ride vehicles, and so he
Nice.
made like the Doom buggy for Haunted Mansion. He made the cars for Autopia, and I mean,
Yeah.
You guys
pretty
know how I
sweet.
feel about, well, Disneyland and Imagineering. We've talked about Imagineering on the podcast. I have here on the booth the Imagineering pyramid, using Disney theme park design principles to develop and promote your creative ideas. Like, this is the stuff that we use as I'm designing.
Mhm.
And so to meet Bob Gurr was just very cool. I fangirled a little bit.
Are you so excited?
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
What is in that cup?
And one for Leslie. What, this cup?
Yeah. What are you drinking over there every time I say that I'm so excited?
Coffee?
Coffee? Lame.
What?
I would expect-
Coffee's
I expect-
delicious.
Irish coffee.
Is that are you saying I'm a drunk? What are you saying? Are you saying
No,
I'm drunk
I'm saying
because I'm Irish? How
I'm
dare
saying
you
I
say-
wanted you to be drunk because that's why I'm saying it so many times. Clearly.
Have you ever seen me drunk?
Yes. No.
Lies.
Maybe.
Exactly.
You've seen me drunk.
On a number of occasions.
You were the DD when your wife and I got really drunk.
Yes. You guys had some bourbon, if I recall correctly.
That was a fun night. That was a good night.
All right. Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
I heard this on another podcast the other day.
Okay.
Shout out to the Spitballer podcast. So this is like the Sophie's choice of would you rather questions.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Hit me.
Since you like music, you're a musical human. So in this make-believe world, you have two choices. So you have a world where there are all the songs that currently exist as is at this time. Okay.
Okay.
Except every single one of them is performed by Pitbull.
Who?
Pitbull.
I don't think I know who that is.
The rapper. Oh my God. No.
Okay. I can work with that. It's a rapper.
He's like a Latino rapper.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Or you'll have to listen to some of his songs. He has a very distinctive voice.
Fair enough.
Okay, so that, or there's only one song. It's a Pitbull song. You can pick which one. Only one song that exists, but every other artist covers it. So there's thousands and thousands of versions of that one song.
I would 100% take the covers.
That's kind of what I was thinking. It's just that you get a little bit more variety in it.
That's exactly it. I enjoy.
This is why Leslie
some R&B.
Leslie knows who he is. What?
Yeah, I enjoy some R&B, but in general, not my cup of tea.
K to your right. Oh, I thought some people were stopping and saying, "Hey." Never mind.
People keep sneaking up on me. It's a distinct
They
possibility.
do.
They do. Yeah, I don't see anyone else that I have asked to come talk, so I'm going to continue. So I enjoy some rap, I enjoy some R&B, but in general, not my cup of tea. I would much rather have a wide variety of artists and styles performing the same song than to have everything in one style. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Oh, now I can. Sorry, I thought you were talking.
There we go. I was waiting. Okay,
Fair
so
enough.
have we had any buyers of our merchandise? Are they flying off the shelves? Do you have my shirt? Is what I'm saying.
I do not have your shirt. I'm not going to get you a shirt. So, John, you may not realize this, but you're a fairly specific size.
I'm aware of that. Dare you?
I think
That's
you're.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I don't have any more of your size, and I'm not going to buy more shirts until I sell out of what I have. And nobody
You
is buying
monster.
shirts, so I have plenty of shirts to
What
go
about-
through before that happens.
Right there. What about that guy right there? Have him buy a shirt behind you. Have him buy a shirt.
Hey, want to be on a podcast? No, he's wandering off.
No, dude, you hand him a shirt and take his money.
But
That is
there's
how
gotta
sales
be money. There's
works.
got to be money there to take before I can take it. I'm a terrible
Robbing
salesman.
people.
I've done a really good job of like talking to people and getting interviews and creating content for the podcast.
Yes.
But I am the worst at selling merch.
So what's your pitch? Give me your pitch.
Want to buy a shirt?
Okay, yeah, it's a little rough.
If you want to look as cool as me, buy one of these shirts. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't look cool, so that's not much of incentive.
Maybe maybe throw in that they're cheap.
They are definitely cheaper than most of the other shirts on the floor. That is true. Mine are only selling for 15. Everywhere else I'm seeing for 20 or more.
I was wondering because you're like, yes, that is a fact that exists.
That is the one thing I have going for me. Exactly.
Uh-huh. It's fair. You haven't had a lot of sales experience yet, so
No, but I
happens.
have gotten to meet a ton of really cool people and found some really cool products. And hopefully we're going to get some sponsorships out of it that will include vendors who want to offer discounts to our listeners. So
Indeed.
go check out the Haunting You podcast website at hauntingyou.com and click on sponsors. And you will see all of the promotions that our sponsors are providing for all of our listeners. And usually it's, some percentage off or free shipping or something like that. But it is a benefit for every one of our sponsors. I'm going to go try to negotiate something with Hotwire Foam Factory as soon as I'm done here.
I was just going to say, since they're giving discounts to people who listen to our podcast, which is wonderful.
Yeah, exactly. So you may want to just favorite that page and check it back every so often because we are constantly updating it as stuff happens.
So just
hey, want to be on a podcast?
Hi.
I got a hi. That's something, right?
That's a win.
Hi, where are you from?
Huntington Beach.
Huntington Beach. There we go.
My son is doing his audition for the next haunt. He's
solid scream.
What?
I expected he was screaming.
No, not so much screaming. He's jamming his hands under the door to my office and making a little bit of creepy moaning and then banging on the door. It's pretty creepy. I'm not gonna lie.
I love it. We're going to have to incorporate that into our next haunt. I absolutely love that. It's probably a sign that we need to wrap up soon.
He's banging on the door.
Yeah, that's probably a sign that we need to wrap this up soon. What do you think?
He bangs on everything anyway. I mean,
he bangs on everything, so it doesn't really matter. Is what I'm hearing.
He's a boy.
Yeah.
If we wrap it up, it will pick something else to bang on. So
that is a true statement. Well, I have just had a fantastic weekend here at Midsummer Scream in Long Beach, California. If you have never been to a haunting convention, you need to get out to a haunting convention because Schlappenwacker, he did it again.
It's a fantastic reason.
I'm going to start just inserting that randomly into the podcast.
I want. Oh God. You know what? I might unsubscribe for that. I might do it.
Yeah.
For anyone listening to this in podcast form who's not looking at the live video, when that happened, the defeated look on your face was just wonderful. If you couldn't see it, it was amazing.
Yeah. So as I completely, damn it, Doug, you completely derailed me. If you have never been to a haunting convention, you need to get out to a haunting convention because it is the greatest time. You are surrounded by people who are kind of like you. And let's be honest, we're all a little weird. And it's nice to be welcome and accepted. And you'll get that here, I promise.
The weirdness is celebrated. It's beautiful.
That's right. The weirdness is celebrated. The classes are absolutely fantastic. They had a make and take where they were showing people how to make foam headstones. And I've seen people wandering around with foam headstones. You can build your skill sets. Plus, you get introduced to all these amazing companies that have ridiculously awesome props that you may not be able to see otherwise. Hey, where are you from?
Long Beach.
Long Beach. So you're not coming from very far.
Not at all.
What brings you out to the expo today?
The spooky stuff.
The spooky stuff. Are you an enthusiast or part of the industry?
Enthusiast.
I love enthusiasts. They're my favorite kind of people. Who did your makeup? It's absolutely fantastic.
Me. I did it. Yeah.
Are you professionally trained or did YouTube?
YouTube.
I love it. It's absolutely fantastic. Your entire outfit is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. What's the coolest thing that you have seen at the expo so far?
Slash.
Yeah. Tell me a little about it.
It was really cool at the HHN panel. It was really cool. He just told us they were gonna have a special guest, and out of the nowhere, he's like Slash, and I was like, wait, what? So it was fun.
Oh, that's amazing. You never know
pretty
when it's
sweet.
gonna happen. You never know what's gonna happen at an expo like this.
Oh yeah.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. Anything can happen on a live show.
I'm getting there's a lot of beaches in California from
There
what
there is a
stuff.
fair number of beaches in California, an awful lot of coast. Oh, this is an absolutely phenomenal couple of costumes that are walking this way.
I was gonna say you seem distracted. I'm excited.
I was a little bit distracted. There they go by.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So what I'm trying to say is get out to a convention near you and go and expose yourself to all of this craziness.
Whoa!
Hey, where are you from?
San Jacinto.
Really? How far is that?
I don't know. Like 2 hours.
That's a bit of a ways. Yeah, a solid 2 hours to get here. What's the coolest thing you've seen in the show so far?
Honestly, it's overwhelming. It's very overwhelming, but I love all the picture options and just beautiful merchandise, lovely artwork. Got some really nice prints. And I mean, there's just so much. You can't miss it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I have been absolutely blown away by the number of different artists who are showcasing their work here. And like there's UV reactive stuff and just so much. You're absolutely right. It's overwhelming.
It's very overwhelming. I'm hoping I can come back next year and maybe come more than one day because we're only here for one day. So I'm like, it's just so much to see in a short amount of time.
You said it. Worth the money. Absolutely worth the money.
I'm spending all my money here.
Yeah, me too. My goal whenever I'm vending is to bring in more money than I spend. It did not happen this time.
Yeah, that's usually and I saved for this. So I'm like, at least I had money saved, but I really don't want to know how much I've spent at the end of the day.
I'm a little afraid to look at my bank account on tomorrow. You too. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah.
Okay,
I wanted to talk about that. I'm glad you went by. Go ahead, John, but don't let me forget what I was going to talk about.
You're gonna forget it. But you said that you were. I want to point out the Haunting You podcast does not endorse exposing yourself in any way. I want to throw that out there. You should go to a convention and check it out. Don't expose yourself while you're there, though.
Yeah. Another really awesome product that I got to see and play with, Froggy's Fog. Everybody should know who Froggy Frog is because we talk about them all the time. They make all kinds of different foggers to meet just about any need. In general, they tend to be very pricey, but you are definitely getting the quality for the price. It is worth the price if you can afford it. They just released a brand new fogger that is literally the size of my hand. I
saw the pictures you sent. It's so cool.
It's so teeny tiny. And I am super excited because I'll be able to hide that on my person. It comes with a tube that I can route to anywhere. And then I can have smoke coming out of my costume. It's all battery powered.
That is so
the
cool.
battery lasts for 20 minutes of continuous use. So, if you're not constantly pressing the button, it will last much longer than that. But 20 minutes of continuous use of fog, all for $200.
So you can literally go anywhere in the haunt and just your approach is fog. Oh, that is so cool.
Absolutely. If you're in the queue line and it's with you. And it's run by battery. You have a little controller to make it go. It's amazing. It's a game changer.
I already have ideas now.
I dropped $200 because I need one. Well, worth it.
That wouldn't even be fun just for the haunt. That'd be fun in everyday life.
Okay. Absolutely, it'd be fun for everyday life. But specifically, I want to use that for my Wendigo costume. Thank you.
Okay, Leslie's not here. Drink.
I probably should drink. I'm getting dry. So yeah, that was very cool. And then I saw a really awesome, another vendor that does like vintage portraits that change holographically.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And it's exactly the kind of thing that I have been looking for our haunt. See, it's Sam again. It's Sam again.
It's not unnerving at all. So do you think that fogger would work if someone were to like take a piece of produce and dress it up in a humorous or formal fashion and then just put the fog in there?
Yes, it would. And they sell this attachment. It's basically a U-bend attachment with a sponge on the end, so that if you want to add like fog to your drinks, you can fog up your drink and make a spooky drink. Like
that's awesome.
The uses are endless. I want it. I want it. That's why I bought it. But it's 3 weeks before it's gonna be ready to ship. I don't know if I can wait that long.
think you have a choice.
There's a ton of people walking by, and I
Making
want to
your own
grab one
fog.
randomly, but I don't want to hold up the line of the ton of people walking by either.
I
Hi,
was gonna
sir.
say
Where are you
there's-
from?
San Jose.
San Jose. And what brings you out to the expo?
Haunt stuff, scary stuff.
Scary stuff.
Legit.
7 hours. So
Yeah, I came down from San Francisco, so I sympathize.
yeah, even longer for you. Yeah.
What is the coolest thing you've seen so far?
Probably the Hall of Shadows. You know.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about the Hall of Shadows. Remind me, John. I want to talk about that.
Yeah, about a dozen different home, and I can't believe they're mostly home haunts. And you know, they have doing our own very minimal haunt ourselves, trying to put this stuff up in record time and have it actually look pretty good and everything work.
Oh yeah, they're like some of the facades inside the Hall of Shadows just absolutely blew me away. The one in the corner, like a castle, the castle with all the foliage around. Go check out the Instagram. I put photos on there. It's amazing. But sounds like you're a home haunter. Check out our podcast because we're home haunters too, and we talk about building haunts. And you'll hear yourself on the latest episode. John, did you abandon me? I see you turned your camera off. Hopefully you're still there. I guess I will vamp for a moment and see if I can grab some other people to talk about why they came out to the expo. Who is about?
I was
You're
trying
back.
to calm my son down because there's yelling.
Yeah, I hear the screaming. Yeah, you do
Yeah,
your thing.
and you can probably hear. So,
Well, I'll talk about the
Well,
Hall of
that's a good
Shadows
time.
for just a moment. When you first
Yeah.
walk into the expo, off on the right, there is a big dark door, and inside that big dark door is a ton of small haunts that are set up. There's about 12 different displays in there, but they're full haunted houses, but only like a 5-minute walkthrough. You know, just to give you a taste of what they do at their full haunt, and it is awesome. Oh, the fashion show is coming up. We need to wrap it up because the fashion show is just going to get in the way of everything that we are doing. So I think we need to call an end to this live show. What do you think, John? Your mic is muted. I can't hear you. Your mic is muted.
your mic is muted.
Ah, I hear you again.
Aha! Yes, I think that we got some good content. We got some nice interviews. There's a screaming child over there.
I mean, what would a Halloween podcast be without a screaming child?
Exactly. He's doing his best Banshee impression right now.
He is contributing in a key way.
Oh, that's loud.
John, give a quick shout out for all of our social medias and where people can find us while I take a drink and try to rehydrate real quick.
Drink. You can find us at facebook.com/hauntingyou. You can find us on Twitter at hauntinguniver1, which is haunting UNIVER1. Instagram under haunting you. You can find us there. You can find the podcast on Apple Music, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Audible, any place you can find podcasts, you will find the Haunting You podcast. I also, again, recommend our best method to always get the podcast. Subscribe to it. Just wherever you guys are, just go ahead and click that subscribe button. Also, grab your friends' devices and subscribe for them. They'll thank you for it later.
Absolutely. And for the next 4.5 hours, you can find us at booth 698 right here on the show floor at Midsummer Scream. Come out and chat with us. I am taking recordings of haunt actors so we can feature them in future podcasts. Make a quick recording with us, and then you can be on the Haunting You podcast as well.
Love it.
In the meantime, thank you all so much for joining us for this live show. It has been a lot of fun. If you are catching it either on YouTube or the rewatch later, I hope that you got something out of it as well. Go check out our Facebook page. You already did all that. I'm not even going to say it. It's ingrained.
All the places. Go find all the
It's
places
ingrained.
with all the things.
That's right. All the places and all the things. But thank you all so much for joining us. From the bottom of our hearts, we really appreciate it. What we do would not be nearly as useful if we didn't have someone hopefully taking something valuable out of it as well. So listeners, you are the best. Come see us. We hope to see you at a future convention, if not. So from all of us here at Haunting You, thank you for joining us. Keep it spooky, my friends, and happy haunting.
Bye, everyone. Trying to find the button now, but we're trying to find the button. Trying to find it.
Trying to find all the buttons.
Exactly.